For the second type of problem we are going to look at, we are going to be given some of our key information, like the amplitude and the period, and come up with an equation for either sine or cosine, depending on what we're asked. So that's example 2 here. And I'll have an A and a B example here. For example 2a, let's write an equation. In the form y equals a times the sine of bx. So in other words, write a sine function with amplitude of 4 and a period of 8. Now the easiest part for us to figure out is the amplitude. The amplitude goes straight into the equation. The period doesn't, because keep in mind when we were graphing, I look back at example 1a here, when I started off with my equation, this number in front of our angle told us, well, we had to take 2 pi divided by this number in front of our angle to figure out what the period is. Again, 2 pi divided by this number. So let's think of that down here. 2 pi divided by the number in front of the angle, which is b in this case, gives us the period. Well, we want the period to be 8. So 2 pi over b equals 8. And to solve this equation now, it's not too bad. I don't really like the fact that there's a fraction here. I multiply both sides by b. And then divide by 8. And that gives us 2 pi over 8 pi over 4. And that pi over 4 is what goes in our equation. Our overall function is y equals a is our amplitude, 4 times the sine of b pi over 4 x. So if you graph this function, you would see it has the amplitude of 4, like what we needed, and that period of 8.